Hello everyone. Hello. स्ट्रीम हो गई क्या शुरू? ओके 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 perfect. So we are playing cricket 22. Let's get started. RCB versus CSK. Yeah. Game should start.
Good evening, everyone. You join us for this match between the Chennai Covers and the Bangalore. I'm Mike Atherton, and next position.
Okay. Hits. Oh, oh, hits. हम तो बैटिंग लेंगे पहले भाई. अरे यार बॉलिंग करनी चाहिए. कोई बात नहीं. पहले बैटिंग लेंगे हम. Sorry guys. इसको थोड़ा सॉरी गाइस, थोड़ा सा मशीन हो गया है, उसको सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा. वेट अ मिनट. जस्ट वेट गाइस, गेम स्टार्ट हो रही है एंड अभी लैग भी हो रही है. सीपीयू का यूसेज क्यों नहीं हो रहा है यार? ब्रो व्हाट अ लैग मैन, सीरियसली. अरे यार, प्रीव्यू ही नहीं रखता. अच्छा, गेम इज लैगिंग टू मच मैन. पीसी लैग कर गया मेरा। पीसी है रे ये। दो मिनट आ गाइस, गेम स्टार्ट हो रहा है, उसके बाद करते हैं। हम्म। मैच से 1 घंटे पहले मैं मैच स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ। अब कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं। भाई मतलब बाद में खेल लियो तो भी।
Good evening and welcome to everyone. Good evening and welcome to everyone. You join us for this 2020 match between the Chennai.
जीत गए भाई, जीत गए। हम बॉलिंग लेंगे। अब हमने डिसीजन चेंज कर दिया है।
I'd say this is just giving away a huge advantage by choosing to bowl first. Everything about there are runs to be had, and I reckon the bowlers are going to have a difficult time.
day progresses, but will too many runs be...
Dominic guys. Okay. आया क्या? क्यों नहीं रहा है? Okay, let's go guys. 2 views आ चुके हैं. वॉइस 6 से आ रही है. इसकी भी वॉइस आ रही है. हमने बॉलिंग ली है वैसे पहले. देखते हैं क्या होता है. RCB वर्सेस CSK. Let's go. अब भाई लोड कितना लोड करेगा?
Here we go. First ball of the match. Nothing. And getting a game started. And hearing the sound of leather on willow.
हमने तो लिया. पहली बॉल करेंगे अंदर की तरफ.
Drives and misses everything.
Just threw the shot too early.
Oh भाई, edge लगी.
Massive edge.
थोड़ी सी बाहर की तरफ. कैच. आउट.
Finds the edge.
भाई पहली ओवर में भुवनेश्वर ने ले लिया विकेट. भाई साहब क्या ही तो विकेट थी यार. मतलब 2 बॉल अंदर की तरफ कराई, फिर चौथा बाहर की तरफ और एज. एक बार देखो.
Going across. Look for all money as if it was going through.
मजा आ गया भाई. मस्त बॉल थी. थोड़ा सा इसमें लेट दिखा.
It's the sort of dismiss. So let's see as the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone.
Who's gone?
The field will come up now, I think. Pressure should...
Play. Zoom कैसे होता है? Zoom. देखो ये बॉल आया और ये एज.
The new batter who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
और ऐसा अरे यार लेग वाइड चला गया. Obviously didn't
like the look of that one and just ignored it.
पता नहीं एनकोडिंग बहुत ही ओवरलोड हो जा रहा है.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Quick onto that in the infield.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
इस तरफ से डालते हैं. पूरा स्टंप निकलने चाहिए.
That well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
कोई नहीं फिर भी अच्छी
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Oh यार
Picks the gap perfectly.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball for 4 runs.
9 runs added in that over. The Super Kings are 9 for 1. Conway comes out to in a bit of, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Hazelwood coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
बोल्ड भाई पहले ही बॉल पर हेजलवुड ने क्या ही बोल
You can see the disappointment.
भाई साहब बहुत ही मस्त मतलब यार ये तो मस्त बॉल था यार सीरियसली दोनों पेसर ने विकेट लिया सीधा मिडल एज लग के सीधा मिडल पैटर्न बॉल
The ball to beat the piece has ended before it could start.
राहुल
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. They've not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and they want to show everyone their strength. Nice shot, runs possible.
ये लोग मिसफील्ड बहुत करते हैं ऑटोमेटिक में
There'll be 1 run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
और एज का ट्राई नहीं लगी
Can't get that outside the ring field. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Rashid shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
एक अंदर की तरफ ट्राई करते हैं आउट
Bowler is confident on this one.
ले लो गाइस रिव्यू ले लो शायद से ऊपर था नहीं स्लोअर ट्राई करते हैं स्लोअर स्विंग
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
एक और बाहर की तरफ स्विंग ट्राई करेंगे Nice.
Not a great delivery, got it full.
भाई एक ही रन दिया
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit at the boundary.
Gave them very little in that over. 1 run added. The Super Kings are 10 for 2.
गेंद पूरी और विकेट मिल जाए यार एक wide.
A little bit of wobble on that ball.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. Is it safely taken by the keeper? Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
भाई बहुत ही wide.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get
It was a
there for the
brilliant
catch,
diving
but
effort.
still a
Couldn't
great
manage to
stop.
get there for the
Go
catch,
wide.
but still a great stop.
Well timed.
अरे
There's a
यार
fielder out there. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
पकड़ ले रन बचा
A couple on offer here.
A
couple on offer here.
Fantastic cricket
Driven off the
shot.
front
Probably
foot.
expected more there.
Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Let's go. Outswing.
Struck it nicely.
यार चार नहीं यार पकड़ लेना चाहिए
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Read the leg
Well, that was a very solid shot. Red, but and that raced away for 4.
Well placed.
पकड़ ले
Well placed. Should get a single.
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually
Was
there'd
that
be
just a bit
2 there.
lazy with the
Needs to take
running?
a bit more
Usually there'd be
initiative out
2 there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
लेफ्ट की तरफ कुछ बैटिंग खास नहीं लगी यार उनकी।
They were wise to the run there. Excellent call.
They were wise to the run there.
And they got through quickly.
It was off the pad and they got through quickly.
They'll get at least one.
Oh,
They'll get at least one.
okay, nice. Let's try off cutter. चार
Finds
नहीं
the fielder with that
चार
shot. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Super Kings. That's the over. The Super Kings are 21 for 2. Hazelwood from the south end.
कैच भाई हेजलवुड की बॉलिंग कर रहा
Pretty
है
straightforward
क्या ही
catch in the
बॉलिंग कर रहा
end.
है हेजलवुड यार भाई मस्त विकेट थी यार ये तो रिव्यू देखना पड़ेगा यहाँ पर आउटस्विंग का जाल था एंड बाहर की तरफ भाई ये तो नीचे मतलब क्या बोलते हैं टप्पा पड़ के गया और भाई कैच कैच भाई डाइव मार के कैच और फट से विराट भाई के भाई डाइव तो कैच किया विराट भाई
Well, this is a fantastic wicket.
Fantastic
Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled.
शिवम दुबे को आना पड़ा है
Sadly, for most of the knock.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
चार नहीं हाँ
Great shot. At least one on offer.
That gets things going. Just nice, get settled, start to get your first runs.
इस तरफ से करते हैं अंदर की तरफ slower and fast
Perfect technique and placement. Perfect technique and placement.
nice out
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
एज का ट्राई एज मिल जाए बोलर क्या बोलते कीपर को बोलना आउटस्विंग का ट्राई बच गया यार
Huge edge.
आउट था
Brilliant bowling. Got the edge the previous ball. Brilliant bowling. Have got the edge the previous ball. They now know the areas they need to be hitting.
कैच कैच भाई यार
Loud shout.
कैच था बच गया
Couldn't get it through the field.
Couldn't
get it through the field.
A little late on that. No run score.
A little late on that, no run score.
slower
Nicely played.
चार रन मिल जाएंगे
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
शिवम दुबे अच्छा
Found the
खेल
gap
रहा
with
है।
ease, wasn't the worst. You'll still race to the rope.
Just need to keep it simple. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, a roundabout off stump, and
और यहाँ
that'll force the
पर
mistake.
यार चार नहीं हाँ अच्छा है, अच्छा है। फिर भी 7 के रन रेट से खेल रहे हैं कितने 3 विकेट गिर जाने के बाद भी ओह, अरे यार कैच पकड़ लेना चाहिए था कैच कहाँ मिसफील्ड
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
ऑलमोस्ट 10 के रन रेट के पास रहा ऑलमोस्ट। अरे भुवनेश्वर को तीसरी ओवर क्यों करा दी यार मैंने यार, ये तो मैंने देखा ही नहीं। शिट यार।
Straight to the fielder. Straight to the fielder. Some well-targeted bowling in over. Certainly to build on.
चल वो तो नहीं करेंगे, इसको कराते हैं रुनाल पंड्या। विराट कोहली कैप्टन है।
Control and spin
ऑफ
in this bowler. They can do here.
Oh, nice.
Wait.
Nice ball, nice. Or off break. Catch.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off just textbook stuff.
कुछ करना पड़ेगा मेरी जान। पकड़ यार, क्या
Timed
कर
it
रहा है?
nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
बॉल के साथ रेस कर रहा था यार।
That was a beautiful bit of fielding in the deep, straight over the stumps.
दूसरा कैच
Doesn't beat the infield. Doesn't beat the infield.
अच्छा खेला, अच्छा। किस तरफ मारे, किस तरफ? टॉप स्पिन है मैं। पकड़ दूसरा आउट।
Huge shot.
कुणाल ने विकेट ले लिया।
Plessis confident with that one.
मेरे को लगा आउट। रिव्यू मत लेना, लोगे फिर भी आउट हो।
Can't see why this would be overturned. Looks
Let's
to have
see, guys.
struck right in
Can't.
front.
Would be
शायद से
overturned.
बैट को लगी, शायद से।
In front.
देखते हैं। बॉल आने में बहुत देर करेंगे ये लोग। क्या होगा? एज लगेगी या नहीं लगेगी? भाई बॉल कहाँ पर है? आया बॉल आया। और एज शायद से एज।
Oh, this could spell trouble.
अरे मैंने एज मीटर में देखा है। और स्नीकोमीटर आपको नहीं दिख रहा होगा ना, इसमें देख लो। क्या लगता है आपको, आउट होगा कि नहीं होगा? नहीं एज नहीं है। शायद से थोड़ी सी ऑफसाइड में ऐसे ग्लिच की वजह से चला रहा है। देखते हैं वो फिर भी क्या होता है, क्या डिसीजन आता है।
I'm not hearing this. That could be trouble. Nothing wrong with the impact. Hasn't hit the wickets, though. That's going on to hit the wickets. That review is not the greatest.
आउट था भाई, आउट
It wasn't a great decision to start
लगा मेरे को आउट
with.
ही
Not
था।
surprised to see the umpire's
शिवम
decision
जा
stand.
चुके हैं।
The big
चार
whip is
विकेट
gone.
यहाँ पर
Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the
चार
long
विकेट
walk back.
आ चुके हैं। बहुत ही जल्दी 4 विकेट आ चुके हैं। तो
Should have the confidence to build an innings.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Wait! Yep. Keeper!
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Wait there! Wait!
Does very well to get quickly across to that one. Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Over. The Super Kings are 47 for 4.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Trouble. Oh, gone.
Really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
And back.
Lots of pressure coming into
भाई धोनी आ चुके हैं। धोनी इतनी जल्दी धोनी को आना पड़ा है
ball.
5 विकेट के अंदर। उनको अब हम आउट करेंगे। कुणाल पंड्या कुछ चालू चलाओ, धोनी को आउट करना है। धोनी ने आते ही
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
आते ही 4 रन तो 2 रन बाकी है बस। नहीं, धोनी नहीं चले जाते। And
Quick onto that in the infield.
Quick onto that in the
Jadeja को आउट
infield.
करेंगे।
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
इस तरफ अंदर की तरफ फास्ट बॉल। ओह, मेरे को फील्ड सेटअप करनी है।
Just threw the shot too early.
कहाँ पर? अरे यार फुल डिफेंसिव। इसके बाद की ओवर हम ना स्वप्निल को देंगे।
The captain going on the defensive with this field.
Shahid, 80 run. 21
Got
views.
forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Another really good over comes to an end.
comment
The batters just haven't been able to cut loose overs. Singh, the left armour, is the new bowler from the north end.
Top spin. थोड़े से बाउंस के साथ and
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
There'll be one run here for that.
There'll be one run here for them.
Punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Captain's going to change things around.
Captain's going to change things around the field.
थोड़ा सा अंदर and दूसरा with effort। अरे यार
Full and wide.
Left
Left
किया
alone
ball।
through
Full
the
and
keeper.
wide. Left alone through to the keeper.
धोनी को अच्छी ने नहीं किया। Off break with effort ball। ओ अच्छे से खेला, 4 नहीं।
Probably should have
अच्छा
gotten
था,
back
अच्छा
for a second there. Need to
Probably
push
should
a
have
bit
gotten back
harder
for
on
a
the first
second
one.
there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
आर्म बॉल ट्राई करते हैं। स्टैंडर्ड डिलीवरी। ओह, रिवर्स स्वीप। Are you sure about that?
That ball was flying.
That's great fielding. That ball was
अरे यार क्या
flying.
फील्डिंग है यार।
Decisive running might have gotten them too.
Decisive running might have gotten them too.
They would have
You
made
look at
it.
that and I'd
Poor running
say
in the end.
they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Effort.
Yup.
बचा ले 4। Nice. Watch him.
They make it back. But
They
that
make
was
it
much
back.
closer than it needed
But that
to
was
be.
much closer than it needed to be.
Extra bounce.
Wait.
फुटबॉल खेला भाई, फुटबॉल।
End of the over. 4 runs coming from
End of the over.
4 रन
4
से आए
runs
ओवर में, वैसे अच्छे
from
खेल रहे हैं।
the Swans are 55 for 5.
इसको आर्म बॉल, फिर से आर्म बॉल ही में तो डाल। अरे यार करना। चल, नाइस रनिंग। 32 views guys, seriously। और ये अरे यार
Wait. Yep.
कुणाल पंड्या अपनी तीसरी ओवर डाल रहा है। आखिरी ओवर हेजलवुड की बचा के रखनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि भुवनेश्वर की ओवर मैंने 4 खत्म कर दिया। ओ पकड़।
Yep. Keeper.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked. And we'll do all the work just to nudge it down towards third.
well placed, should get a single.
Well, they're moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Front foot shot, and there's absolutely no point in chasing.
36 views, seriously कॉन्फिडेंट 5 लोग देख रहे हैं seriously भाई सब्सक्राइब कर दो जितने भी लोग देख रहे हो यार
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
कौन सी बॉल डालो ये वाली डालते हैं आम बॉल with extra flight.
Great shot. It's not going to. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
9 runs added there. The Super Kings are 64 for 5.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Almost behind point. Plenty of chasing to pull this one back.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Singh shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Yep.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Wait there. Yep.
There's a run here, surely.
Well, they decided against the run, not sure why. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. End of the over. The Super Kings are 71 for 5. Great shot. At least one on offer.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
Yep. Bowler.
What a great shot that was. Onto the foot really quickly.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
धोनी को आउट करना है बोल्ड धोनी को बोल्ड कर दिया
The
है
stumps, missed the straight ball.
किसने किया
It's cut before it could really take off. Be disappointed they couldn't go on and score.
Period as it comes to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first
दो
ball.
विकेट 26 रन 3.4 ball. And oh, बच गया.
Yeah.
बच गया.
Not wasting any time, they're off the mark. Not wasting any time, they're off the mark straight away.
इसको अंदर की तरफ. ओह भाई बच गया यार.
Yup.
दूसरा पाके हाँ.
These two are so quick between the wickets. These two are so quick between the wickets.
कृणाल पंड्या के भाई बॉलिंग.
Moment they were looking for another, but I think that would have been too risky.
8 runs added in that over. The Super Kings are 79 for 6.
और एक ओवर देगा. दे देगा.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
Turning down runs that are safe isn't
Turning down runs that are
intelligent
intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
भाई ये क्या था?
Yep, yep.
It was in the gap.
भाई what a glitch.
It was in the gap pretty much all the way.
Good start now.
ये देखो.
Off to a good start now.
ये देखो. ये बॉल किधर गया? ये बॉल मारा पीछे. कट सिर्फ फ्लिक किया. और इसको चुके चौका.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making
The
their
last one helped the
intentions clear.
scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Oh what? Oh no.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Off break. Oh bold, cut and bold.
The Yorker's the trick.
स्वप्निल भी ले गया विकेट. भाई यार क्या कर रही है CSK. भाई मस्त करती है. सीधी यॉर्कर बॉल.
Well, the end of a productive
सीधा बॉल.
innings.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
भाई यार.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Huge appeal.
Brilliant bowling. I mean, got the edge the previous
Brilliant
ball.
bowling.
They
Having
now
got the
know
edge the
areas
previous
they
ball,
need to be
they
hitting.
now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
That gets things going. Just,
Bowling.
nice
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
The Super Kings
That's
are
the
84
deal.
for 7.
Kings are 84 for 7.
Into the attack.
David, the spinner, coming into the attack.
अभी
The
आएंगे
left
यश
arm pace
दयाल.
bowler is coming into the attack.
The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
अरे यार.
Wait. Yeah, yeah.
Nice bowling.
Yeah. Waiting. Yep.
Fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched those with exquisite timing.
It can be very disheartening seeing smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Wow, that's the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Big shout. Sing. Going with spin now.
Into the attack. Bangalore.
Yeah, yeah.
अरे यार क्या रनिंग कर रहा है?
Good return back from the deep.
Good return back from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Yep.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there. Well, you can't just skip down the pitch like that. How that isn't a stumping, I'll never know.
Big edge. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have just got them.
Decisive
two.
running
You look
might
at
have
that
just.
and I'd say they would have made it easily.
You look.
Poor running
I'd
in
say
the
they
end.
would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Drives and misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
6 runs added there. The Super Kings are 96 for 7.
Brilliant diving stop.
Brilliant diving stop.
Perfect technique and placement.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early
To get on the front.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
भाई 5 भाग पाए अब तो.
Really good running from these two
Really good running from these two batters. Played it safe though. Stick with 3.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Can't get that outside the ring
Not a great
field.
delivery, got it full, and lucky
Not a great
not to
delivery,
hit the
got it
boundary.
full, and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Slower. Yorker.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Nice running between the wickets.
Yeah,
Nice
clipping the
running
pads,
between the
not the bat,
wickets,
though.
clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Another shot.
Yep. Yep.
End of the over. 9 off.
End of the over. 9 off it.
105 for 7.
Super Kings are 105 for 7.
65 views.
Yeah, yeah. Good shot. A beauty.
Yeah, yeah.
Good shot. A beauty.
That one had all the
What a dive.
That one had all the ease and elegance of this batter at their best. Driven perfectly down the ground for 4.
A few moves made in the field.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Had all the time in the world to get in position.
Had
to play
all
that
the
ball.
time in the world to get in
Timed it
position to
nicely
play that
for
ball.
4.
Timed it 9 runs.
Consecutive boundaries in this over.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Runs
Yeah.
possible.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
What?
Loud shout.
ओरिजिनल मैच चालू होने वाली है चैलेंज कर ही
Tough
देते हैं
call either
रेफरी
way.
क्या करेंगे
Might be worth risking a review if they're right.
Away.
भाई ये तो नो बॉल नहीं है चल रही आके चलो चलो साइड से आउट अप साइड क्या बोलते हैं बैक साइड
How close is that? Could be the wicket.
Could be the wicket.
नॉट आउट है
That'll go straight back
That'll
to
go
the
straight
on-field.
back to the on-field.
It will
Umpire
remain
will
not out.
remain not
Clearly
out.
impact
Clearly
in line.
impact in
Not much to
line.
argue there. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble.
ये नहीं देखा यार not out
What's the great decision to
To
start
argue
with?
there.
Not surprised
Nothing
to see
picked up from the
umpire's
bat.
decision
This
stand.
could spell trouble.
आउट ये तो आउट है यार
It wasn't a great decision to start with.
Yeah.
Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand. Confident appeal. Could be.
Yeah, yeah.
मैडम
Yeah, yeah.
देखते हैं भाई आउट है कि नहीं कितनी देर आउट 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 है आउट है
Another one. 8 wickets gone. It is just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries. Let's see the end.
Another one. 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-strikers end.
Won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-strikers end.
Yeah.
In swing भाई स्विंग
Well
तो हो रहा है
placed,
बस
could get a single.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
चलो
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new
A
batter
change to the
coming forward
complexion of this
early.
match.
Encouraging
Got to
them
get the new
drive.
batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive
Nice.
and really attack the stumps.
भाई ये क्या कर रहा है
Ahmed helps himself to four first ball.
Ahmed
Not a bad
helps
way
himself
to
to
start,
four first ball. Not a bad one.
Always difficult to focus. after what
Always
happened
difficult
last
to
ball.
focus after what
But you just
happened
gotta
last
stay
ball.
positive
But you just
and
got to
believe the
stay
wicket will
positive
come.
and believe the wicket will come.
चलो 5 6 7 रन आ गए ओवर से
Beaten on the drive.
बस गया
Beaten on the
That's a
drive.
wild one. Nothing
That's a
elegant
wild
about
one.
that shot.
Nothing
Just not
elegant about
timing
that
it at all.
shot. Just
Poor
not
play.
timing it at all. Poor play.
Misses everything.
दो बार मिस
Misses everything.
Right shot to choose.
I'd say that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly.
The over
Couldn't-
comes to an end. Not many runs coming
The over
from it.
comes to an
Both
end.
sides
Not
need
many
to inject
runs
some
coming
life
from it.
into this
Both
game.
sides need to inject some life into this game.
डोनाल्ड खत्म हो गई क्या स्वप्निल को डोनाल्ड खत्म कब हो गया
Single back on.
On now.
Ahmed shakes their head.
Ahmed shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
That's spun a long
That
way,
spun
and
a
yet somehow
long,
it
long
missed
way, and
completely
yet
everything.
somehow it missed completely everything.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the
Just
third
can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Straight to the fielder.
Straight to the fielder.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
ये वाला चाय कनेक्ट
Yep. Yep.
दूसरा नहीं
Decisive running might have gotten two.
Decisive running. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
अरे यार
End of the over. Three.
End of the over. 3 off the
26 for 8.
पहली बैटिंग आरसीबी की है आरसीबी ने 100 में 8 रन किया है 5 बॉल
Final
में
over in this innings.
final over in this innings.
ये स्टार्ट ये सब
Hazelwood to finish this innings.
Hazelwood to finish this innings.
स्विंग का ट्राई
Hazelwood
Hazelwood
with a superb
with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Bowler is confident on this one.
स्विंग कर रहा हूँ ना तो
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Got forward well and was able to drive.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shots and good running.
इन स्विंग करते हैं
Cuts that off
बहुत
well in
बचा
the
लिया पकड़
infield.
लिया था
Cuts that off well in the infield.
कैच अरे यार
But no one to
Chance.
catch it.
Huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and
79
that one to the boundary.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Super shot that.
4 run for the save.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the
What a lovely shot. Really good time. Race to the boundary.
CSK ने 8 wicket
Hazelwood has had a pretty good over.
Hazelwood has had a pretty
आराम से कर लेंगे
bit more luck to find a wicket.
And that's the end of the innings.
And that's the end of the
Have
innings.
set a target
The Super Kings
ऋतुराज
have
duck D1 comeback golden duck and फिर सचिन रविंद्र ने 21 रन किए राहुल त्रिपाठी 9 रन शिव दुबे ने भी 9 रन किए रविंद्र जडेजा ने 22 धोनी ने 16 रन किए उमरे ने 6 रन रविचंद्रन अश्विन सबसे अच्छा खेला 31 and खलील अहमद 16.
There's a lot of time to get these runs.
There's a lot of time to get these runs. It's a fairly decent total.
Don't need to do anything
Plenty of
flashy.
options.
Just get
Don't need to do
themselves
anything
in
flashy.
and build the
Just
run
get
rate.
themselves in and build a run rate.
लोड हो जाए तब फिर शॉट 1850s IS 78 खलील अहमद 127 विकेट पहले बॉल पर क्या किया अच्छा 6 अरे यार
First ball will run
Huge
away to the
edge.
boundary for 4.
First ball will run away to the boundary for 4.
To get it away to
Didn't
the
time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
ये पहला ही बॉल बाउंसर and shot
Just need to keep it simple.
Just need to
Line
keep
and
it
length,
simple.
around about off stump.
Line and length, around about off stump,
अच्छा हो रहा था
and that'll force the mistake.
कैच नहीं अरे यार
Catches you'll see.
Caught! One of the easiest catches you'll see.
भाई यार विकेट फिर शॉट आउट
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure. Now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
They'll be looking to play
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get
खलील
settled.
अहमद को देना पड़ा चल
That's gone all the way.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
लंबा से
Has been
That ball has been hit.
crowd to get that
It's
much
blown into the crowd. To get that much power coming on the front foot is ridiculous.
और ड्राइव वाला 6
Boundary off the last ball. Wants to come
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
और भाई ये कवर ड्राइव
Super shot.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst see, but it's still raced.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to
Boundaries
find a
are
dot
flowing.
ball or two
They
to
need
slow
to
things
find a
down
dot
again.
ball or two to slow things down again.
अरे यार बच गया 4 4 4 4
in
मिल
the air
गए
for a long time, but 4.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off.
Play on your terms.
As a bowler, you've got to make them.
बच गया
I'd say it was the right shot to choose.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just couldn't get the drive away.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. The team will be after a positive innings from the centre. Great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. The right armer is coming on to bowl from the south end.
भाई पहले कवर ड्राइव
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Shot run.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good.
मस्त है यार
One front foot shot, no point in chasing that.
लेट आ रहा है
Getting nicely settled at the crease now.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
oh no 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 no
That would have been a risky single.
That would have been a very risky single. Good decision to stay put.
Wait there.
nice इस तरफ मार दे फिर से कवर ड्राइव
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
26 रन हो गए 2.3 ओवर में फिल सॉल्ट ने 24 किए 26 में से
They
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball.
जल्दी से इस मैच को
First step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can fight back, the reward will eventually come.
Brilliantly aggressive shot.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Get onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary.
nice
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked round.
Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Couldn't get it through the field.
That was a desperate dive. Every chance he was gone without it.
That's the over. The Royal Challengers are 32 for 1.
ओवर में 32 कर दिए
Ahmed from the north end.
Great timing, right off the meter the back.
6
Great timing, right off the meter back.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
6 अरे no no no
Wait there.
They'll get at least one.
Sensible decision in the end not to take that run.
38 हो चुके हैं 100 रन चाहिए That's right.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
क्या रे तूने किया? Wide.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that there he hit.
Cover रहेगा शायद मुझसे फिर से wide
Yes, nice bowling.
They'll have to bowl that one again. Must have only by a few millimetres.
उसको इस तरफ मारता हूँ
Drives and misses everything.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
They picked the gap.
4 रन
They picked the gap. Perfect timing.
That was a brilliant boundary. Really well timed.
That was a brilliant boundary. Really well timed and now starting to get the runs ticking over.
Don't need to do anything special.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
कैच नहीं हो बच गया
They ran hard between the wickets. Just went leg buys to the total.
The Royal Challengers are
Run
48
there.
for 1.
The Royal 8 for 1.
Going with pace now.
Decent now.
Wow, that's missed
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Current 116 का required 5 points.
Oh, yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
मारना पड़ेगा. Cover drive. Glass.
Time that perfectly.
There was minimal follow through to the field 4.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
यार किस तरफ का मार रहा है?
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Late.
Waiting.
दो हो जाएंगे दो.
Massive chance.
A really good 50 partnership, strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
There'll be runs here.
There'll be runs here. Quick onto that in the infield.
बच गया क्या? Not out. Not out. चलो 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 जल्दी जल्दी. दूसरे ओवर 10 ओवर के अंदर गेम खत्म हो जाएगा.
Right out of the middle of the bat.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly into the gap.
Off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
दूसरा चौका.
Racing away.
Oh my, that's racing away.
One of those ones where you really have to make sure you watch it. Picked up the slow one nicely.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Doesn't beat the
There'll
infield.
be one run here for that.
There'll be one run here for them.
चलो nice. 30 रन 200 का स्ट्राइक रेट.
Power and precision in
चार
that
इसमें भी आ
shot.
जाएंगे.
Power and precision in that shot.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early.
That really wasn't a great delivery, and it was dispatched with the plum.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Catch नहीं. Run out.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up.
Just wide. Well picked.
Yes.
And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Really playing all their shots. Real Ahmad is coming into the attack. We'll see the left armour from the south end. The whole team goes up for that one. They're pretty confident about this.
Okay.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. But has to head back to the pavilion.
जितेश शर्मा. कल को नहीं हुआ उसके पहले पूरी को.
Sharma is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Collects that one.
हाई रन आउट हो जाएगा.
Collects that one simple as you like inside the ring.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end.
इसमें तो 6 6 विराट कोहली ने मार दिया 6
Right off the middle of the bat.
Well, that was just extra space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
60 रन चाहिए सिर्फ
Wait on.
दस ओवर के अंदर खत्म हो जाएगा दूसरा 6
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
विराट कोहली ने
Crunch on the front foot and bang.
18 ball
Tried for something a bit different on the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
तीसरा 6 मार दिया है और
That one, great timing.
48 run in 19
Wow, the power of the front goes.
Over end. So too does the power play. Change in the field. The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle.
और ये फिर से 4 run
Into the gap. Nice shot.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A pull.
Sharma has got the big shot away this over.
Sharma has got away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
43 runs चाहिए
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery, got it full. And
Not a
lucky
great
not to
delivery,
hit
got
the
it
boundary.
full and lucky not to be hit the boundary.
ये चलिए यार
Easy catch. Didn't have to move really.
A trudge back to the pavilion.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as
A new batter and the
Before that, we have a new batter at the crease. David will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
not a great delivery.
Hey, yaar.
Not as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
ये ठीक नहीं है भाई अरे यार
There's a chance if this hits.
There's a chance if this hits.
अरे भागता ही नहीं
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous
Exquisitely down the front.
48 run 45 run in 81
Drive could have been worth more.
43 run in 79 ball इस बॉल पर तो 6 है Six नहीं तो कोई नहीं 4 run मिल
Perfect
जाएंगे
technique and placement.
the way to the boundary.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary. Just sweet.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from
End
it.
of the over, 10 runs coming from it. The Royal Challengers, 98 for 3.
क्या होगा इस बॉल पर क्या लगता है आपको
Not the
Not the ideal way of handling that ball. Confident appeal. Could it be?
ऐसी अपील करता है थोड़ा तो समझेगा
straight to the field.
अरे यार
Straight to the fielder.
6 भाई यार
Good spot there, making it difficult to get away.
चार नहीं No.
A brilliant throw from the deep caps off. What was
A deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Decisive run might have gotten to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
चार
Couldn't have played that any
चार
better.
मिल गए guys
The
चार
fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
6
Nice
क्या
shot.
ही तो 6 भाई कितनी दूर भाई
That was the kind of contact you dream of. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but did that get hit? Just brilliant.
See the power.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again. Misses everything.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score.
50 run.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Find the fielder with that shot.
It's up 50 with that shot.
50
It's up 50 with that shot. A great way to start their innings. Now's the time to push on. Have wasted a lot of delivery, some big shots, mixed in with good smart cricket, and they've reached 50. What's a wild one? Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play. A little late on that. No runs scored.
10 ओवर में तो नहीं खत्म हो पाया.
Nice running between the wickets.
Nice running between the wickets, slipping the pads though, not the bats.
लास्ट ओवर में 20 आए, ऐसा कुछ करना पड़ेगा. कैच नहीं यार, कैच कर दिया. लास्ट ओवर में 26 रन.
It's another wicket.
It's another wicket. It's the fourth now. Sometimes accept that you couldn't do anything.
चलो.
Delivery.
Livingston खेलेंगे, Livingston. Okay. Livingston.
New batter mark their guard. They just need to rotate strike early on as they get settled. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. Super piece of timing.
That was the slower ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing. Beautiful shot.
As per my
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
ये लॉफ्ट कर ही नहीं रहा. देखो फिर से.
Yes. Ballers. I for one reckon that second run
was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
अब 6 मारेगा. देखा जब जरूरत थी तब नहीं.
That's right off the meat to the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery.
Everyone just watched
dispatched. Everyone just watch that in awe.
Ashwin को भी दुआ भाई.
That's an unbelievable shot. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a right to the top of their game.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
Wait, yep.
He's a direct hit.
Needs a direct hit.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
फील्ड देखो ये नाइस सिंगल डबल करके जीत जाएंगे 3 रन चाहिए जीतने के लिए हमें ये तो वाइड है यार
That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yes, chance to run two.
Yes, chance to run two.
2 रन अभी 1 ही रन चाहिए जीतने के लिए RCB को जीतने के लिए चाहिए 1 रन बोल्ड कर दिया
Disturbs the furniture.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
चलो 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 दूसरा No.
Could be close.
भाई जीत तो गए RCB
For a
जीत चुका है
moment, the
5
openers
विकेट के
walked
साथ
onto the ground. You knew it was their day. A huge win, you deserved it.
बहुत ही अच्छे मैच बन गए अच्छे स्कोर कार्ड देखो भाई
There was only one team in this one.
There was only one score, and in display saw a very easy win.
See you again
In the commentary box.
21 रन खलील अहमद 16 रन भाई एक चीज नोटिस की चारों के चारों बॉलर है बॉलर ने सबसे हाईएस्ट रन बनाए किसी और ने हाईएस्ट रन नहीं बनाए बैट्समैन तो है ही नहीं एंड 2 विकेट रिजर्व में लिए 2 कुणाल बंद्रा ने लिए 1 स्वप्निल ने 2 मुश्ताक ने लिए एंड Virat Kohli 50 run in 25 ball. Tim David 30 run in just 13 ball. And Rajat Patidar 29 run in 14 ball. And Liam Livingstone 11 run in 7 ball. Pathirana ने 3 विकेट लिया वैसा नूर अहमद 1 and Khalil 1 बाकी अश्विन 35 रन with no wickets. फुल स्कोर कार्ड देखे तो ऋतुराज एंड देवन दोनों सबसे अच्छा इकोनॉमिकल बॉलर वाइज देखे तो वो है हमारे स्वप्निल सिंह 4 ओवर में सिर्फ 19 रन दिए और 1 विकेट लिया हाँ बाकी एक्स्ट्रा 5 रन भुवनेश्वर ने दिए थे फिल सॉल्ट जल्दी आउट हो चुके थे एंड जितेश शर्मा भी जल्दी आउट हो चुके लेकिन कोई ज़रूरत नहीं थी आसानी से वैसे भी जीत चुका था प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच विराट कोहली सो गाइस दिस इज ऑल मिलते हैं कल के मैच में बाय बाय